There are more than 1 million homes without power right now because of Storm Fern. So I'm just sitting here thinking, I mean, I've done everything I know to do. I have had multiple wonderful friends reach out and ask, you want to come stay with us? But I think the thing for me is I just don't know, like, if my power goes out, then what happens to all of my food? I know it sounds terrible, but I mean, I just stocked up on my food. So my thinking for this storm as a single gal was, okay, let me stay here at my house, and then if the power goes out, then I'll know that I have a certain amount of time to be able to, you know, get the stuff out from the fridge and onto the balcony. Because it's below 20 degrees right now, that would serve as a really great way just to bring everything out of the fridge. I already have my bins, but I will show you in a minute. But let me just kind of walk you through some of the things that I have ready to go. So I'm so thankful for Trader Joe's. You know, they've got these wonderful bags. So I've got my insulation bag so that, things that are cold, if I wanted to take it with me inside the closet, that's where I'm going to stay. I've decided I'm going to stay in the closet if it gets, if all of our power goes out. Right now we're good, but I don't know. I just lost internet. So I do have a tent. I know it sounds crazy, but I've heard it said that if all else fails, like, get into a tent. So the tent is inside my place. Now, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is kind of interesting because I've had this for many years. I've never really had a reason to use it other than my car. But my biological dad got this for me years ago, and I'm going to share it with you. It's a power bank. Let's see if I can get this here so you can see it. There we go. It's this power bank. So I went ahead and have it completely charged, but you can see, like, it's got a place for USB. It's got a place where you can plug in an outlet. And this bad boy can actually jumpstart a car at least 20 times. So hopefully I won't have to use it, but that is one of the things. Now, the other thing that I've done, they always say that you should go ahead and block off if there's any like cold air coming in. So I've got these blankets here because my door is here, but we haven't lost power yet. But you can see the icicles. They're causing a lot of the trees to break, and they're also causing the power lines to go out. So I already have my bins here ready for food to go in here just in case, because it's actually below 20 degrees. So it's gonna be it's gonna work perfectly there. Okay. Okay. So I've got my power bank supply. I've got my food ready to go outside. I've got the cat, which I showed you. I have the Trader Joe's insulation bag. I have a tent. Now, they also say one of the things that you should do, I already have all my candles ready. And so, like, obviously, there's the pretty candles. And those are actually the safe candles to use because they're inside and they're encased. So that's kind of nice. But I also have, I got some little white candles. And then, of course, you have to have your batteries and your flashlights. So here we go. I'm good there, just in case. One of the things that I realized I probably should do, like, I was like, oh, I want to eat something cold or salad. But in realizing that I may not have power, like if the power goes out, I should probably eat the warm while I have power. So anything that I needed power for, I went ahead and did that, like, as soon as possible. Took my shower because my water heater is electric, and What else? Oh yeah, cooked all my warm food. And the other thing that I did was made my coffee. And I might actually make another cup of coffee just so that I have it. But the other thing that I did, they also say that you should close your bedroom doors or anything that's going to take away from you. So the other thing that I have here is this guy. And what I like about this is it's this kind of a light. So it's not actually a light, but it'll still give me light. And if I lose power, then I've decided I will use this light. And this is nice and toasty. But here's my palette. Here is my pillow topper, my blanket, and my pillow, and it's inside my closet because this is actually the warmest space. On the other side of my closet is the hallway. So I would not be near any draft, which they recommend if you want to stay warm and if you lose power, they always recommend you being somewhere that's the furthest away from the window or anywhere that has a draft. So anyway, I don't know how many of you are single and you're out there in the middle of the US where we've been hit hard with, for us, it was an ice storm today. And a lot of my neighbors have already, not like in this apartment unit, but friends that live in the same city have said, oh, I just lost my power not too long ago. I actually lost internet, so I'm doing this from my phone. But I thought I would just come on here. I think sometimes as single girls, we don't really, like you kind of don't think about these things and you just live your life and you have your friends and you have family in the area. But all of a sudden when something like this hits, it's like, oh, am I ready? So I've just been kind of trying to get ready little by little so that in the event I do have a power outage, then I'm ready to go. The other thing, and I'm so hot because I hate heat to this degree, but I have my heat right now set at 78 so that if the power goes out, then at least my heat is already at 78 and then it'll just kind of start going down. And I did a little research and they said that if I keep all the doors closed, I don't have any cold air coming in, that I could probably stay in that closet. It'll probably stay in 70s for at least 6 to 10 hours. So that's the plan. I hope I don't need to resort to that. Oh, one more thing is just making sure you have like all of your layers of clothes. So I've got layers, just everything kind of ready. I have my little beanie, just so that you're not like all of a sudden at the last minute trying to figure out, and then my coat. So I have everything out ready. My scarf is ready. Just so that if anything happens and I'm not panicking and freaking out. But I was thinking about my single sisters out here and thought, what, I'm gonna jump on really quick and just say, hey, if, even if you're not single, maybe you are though experiencing a power outage, and I would just encourage you, just stay warm and use wisdom. If you don't have to go outside, don't go outside in your car, especially. But like I've already lost my internet, so I'm just using my phone, but making sure that all of your electronic devices are fully powered. My laptop, it doesn't matter because I don't have any internet right now, but my phone. So I'm at 86 right now. So as soon as I get off, I'm going to go back and charge my phone to 100 while I still have power. So I do hope that you guys are being safe and that everyone's doing well. And my heart and my prayers are just with everybody right now who has lost power. It is very cold. Here in Tennessee, it's 20 degrees, below 20 actually, but I know friends in Arkansas and Mississippi, just across the US, a lot of states are getting hit really hard with this ice storm. So I do pray that you're all doing well. And thanks for just watching me jump on here to just kind of walk through this. Like I've never gone through anything like this on my own. When I lived in Oklahoma, I did experience a freeze and we lost power for an entire week. And that was crazy. I will tell you this. There are places like if you lose power and you're watching this, like during the day, there are places that, you know, maybe there are some malls or movie theaters or restaurants or places that that are open, that are that have heaters, and you know maybe they have a generator still going on for them. So just be sure to look out for places like that. Maybe you can give a call to a couple of places, maybe some Starbucks, but just to make sure that you can kind of find some places that will give you some heat, some warmth, and help power up some of your devices, or even connecting to the Wi-Fi. And there was one other thing I was thinking of too. I can't remember, but it would, you know, just remembering that there are businesses that will be open, but trying to find those. Oh, the other thing is, now this is not a thus saith Cindy, but this is one of the things that I did when I did lose power for a whole week many years ago when I lived in Oklahoma, is I went in my car. Of course, my car was parked outside and I just had the heater on and I stayed in my car for a few hours. And then when I needed to run to the ladies' room, because our gas heater was still working, it was a gas heater. And that's the other thing. If you have gas, then you're a little bit better off than people that everything is electric only, because at least you can warm up, you know, turn on your little gas on your stove, or if you have a gas fireplace. And like I was saying, when we lost power for a week, our gas was still heating our water. So we were still able to take really warm showers. And so, but we will get to the other side, but just use wisdom. You know, if everything around you is all icy and you're trying to get somewhere in your car. But I do pray for you guys. I pray for everyone in this situation. I know that there are a lot of people around the world that are probably going through even worse things than we are. But right now, this is where we're at as a nation. So love you guys, and thanks for letting me ramble about how single girls should prepare for this power outage with Storm Fern. All right, we'll talk to you soon. I'll be on prayer tomorrow. Bye.